Hey, welcome back. On this episode, I'm going to be working on my Ténéré 700. She's sitting right here. Look at that beauty. Bluezilla, how I call it. I had the bike for quite a while. I have a lot of fun with it. I do enjoy riding it a little bit. Like every motorcycle fanatic, we start to put accessories to our bikes. I mean, you guys know how it is. You buy the bike, you love it, and you go online and you look for stuff. So here's what I'm doing today. We are going to put on the service oversized fuel tank. Look at this guy, 6.1 gallons. The bike stock has 4.2, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and we're going with this oversized tank. So why am I going with the oversized tank? Where I live, I really don't need a bigger gas tank. We have access to fuel pretty much everywhere. But online, I found a thread where somebody claimed that the oversized fuel tank that is plastic, lightweight, so it weighs less than the actual metal tank on the bike. And I thought that's a very interesting deal. I want to verify if that is true. So I went ahead and ordered one of those gas tanks. And today I'm going to swap it out. I'm going to take the original tank off. I'm going to strip it. And then I'm going to weigh it on my weight and compare it to the aftermarket plastic tank. So let's take a look at this. This looks really nicely made. I think they come in black and in clear. I went for the black. I like the clear. The clear looks good when it's new, but it fades so fast. So sadly, they don't last long. Looking good. This is underneath. I mean, it looks really well made. I have used this company before with other dirt bikes and always been pretty happy. This comes with it. This is a little package with hardware and I believe some type of instructions and hoses. And I will get to that in a little bit. So for now I'm going to get going and we're going to start stripping the bike. So we're starting by taking the seat off. So first we take the pavilion seat off, and then we take the main seat off. So I've been looking online. Apparently, for most cases, the crash bar needs to be taken off. I know in my case, I can take this cover off without removing the crash bar. So some of you that have different type of crash bars might need to do it. I will not. I can work around this, but this has to come off in order to take this whole thing apart here. I'm going to take this off, I'm going to take this off, and we're just going to work our way to it here. So this plastic right here, this is a 5mm Allen bolt. This guy off. It's going to come off here too. And we have a small one up here. What is this? A 4mm? Okay, and we have another one up here. Alright, there we go. And I'm going to show you now exactly on the other side what exactly I did here. So, take this plastic off. You have to take this 5mm off. This is a 4mm Allen. Then we have another 5mm up here and another 4mm here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and that takes care of this plastic. So next we're gonna take these off. So we have here, this is an Allen, no, it's an Allen, it's a Torque or an 8 mil. We have 1, 2, we have 3, all these 3 has to come off. And on side here, let me see if I can show you, we got 1, we got 2, and we got 3 up here. Let's see if you can see that number 3 is right up there. And that should be all to take the panel off. So here I just have a regular 8mm socket and a wedge it. Nothing special. Over here, now we take the bottom one off. Now we take this one off. One thing is when you remove this panel, your turn signal is on here, so there's a plug underneath. Once I have it all loose and figured out, we need to remove that plug to get that panel out. So the inner ones that I showed you, they're these guys. They're like plastic clips. You just turn them out a little bit and then you have to pop them out. Alright, the panel is loose. Now comes the question, can I get it out or not? Oh yeah, I'll be able to get out this way. Beautiful. So, as you can see now, I have the panel off. And this here is the plug that I was saying. This is the plug that connects right here. This is for your turn signal. So you do have to disconnect this. Okay. I believe that this panel here has to come off as well. So this is already loose from here. That means we have a clip, it's a pushing clip, and down here we have what looks like a 4mm Allen. So we take the 4mm out. And I got a little of these picks. They're pretty handy. You can get those at Harbor Freight for a few bucks. They are really handy. Just push that center bottom in. And now I can remove this plastic. Beautiful. So just to show you, this is that clip. It has a center that you push in. This here pops backwards and it releases the clip. And now we go and do the same on the other side. I just want to show you this panel here. I don't know if you can see it, but it got scratches and dents and it has seen some action. The truth is, I ride this bike, I ride it hard. It's a big dirt bike for me. I'm not very careful about scratches and dents and all that. I make sure that's mechanically it's good, but cosmetic, you know, it's an adventure bike. It's gonna get used, it's gonna get beaten, it's gonna get dropped. I always say if you care too much about your appearance, then don't go into adventure or just stay on the pavement. Because these things are unbettable. It just happens. So, now that we got this panel off, you have to do the same here. This is the 4mm Allen bolt down here. And the pop-up clip in here. Put it in, pry it out, good to go. Alright, so this is as deepest as I've ever been in this bike. And you can see there's dirt and stuff everywhere. As I said before, I do ride this bike. It's not exactly an asphalt princess for me. I do give her help. Okay, so there seems to be another pop-up clip up here. Okay. So I'm going to pop the same one on this side. Okay, so next I'm going to lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're going to take this bracket off, and I believe I should be able then to lift the tank or move it upwards so we can disconnect everything on the bottom. Let's see. Like always, I always try to encourage people to do these things yourself. Just take your time. Don't be in a rush. Don't try to get it done, you know, half an hour before you want to go on a ride with a buddy. This thing takes time. If you haven't done it before, especially, then you don't know what you encounter. You don't know what kind of tools you're going to need. But if you've got time and patience, this is stuff that you can do yourself at home. I mean, I'm here in my little garage just with cheap little tools and getting it done. You really don't need thousands of dollars of expensive snap-on tools to do this job. Yes, I mean, good tools are good tools. It's everything, but it's not necessary. Unless you are a professional mechanic that does this on a daily at a dealership or something. Okay, there was quite some tension on here. I did not expect that. Let's see this side. Alright, and this bracket just comes off and I just lost something. Okay, there we go. So here are little metal inserts and one just fell out. So when you guys take it off, be careful, don't lose these. So let's see, I'm gonna try to move the tank backwards. Oh yeah, and there it is. Okay. I'm gonna use a piece of wood and just block it up here. Alright, and I'm going to show you what we got underneath here. So this is how it looks underneath. We got this bracket slides into this here. So basically it's just flip. It just goes in like this. And then on the bottom here we're going to have the plug and the fuel line that we need to unplug now. So let's see. Okay, here we have a vent line that needs to come off the tank. Pretty easy. The plug, you just need to push in that little tab and it comes off. And here we have the fuel line. The fuel line, I have to see how this works. Okay, so that red little thing here is a security. So you need to pop that off or push it backwards. And then, what do I do then? Oh man, this is actually quite difficult to get off here. So I'm going to try to show you what's going on here. Over here we have this red security plastic. I push that back, but here on the sides are these little tabs that need to be pushed in order to get the fuel line off, and this is giving me a headache. Let's see if I can just push them in like this on both sides. Well guys, there you see it. There's always a struggle. I can't believe how difficult it is to get off here. Ah, there it is. Okay. Alright, so I basically had to push in that one side and the other side simultaneously, which is a little bit difficult because hands don't go in there. But now the tank is pretty much disconnected. Alright, so I had to switch out cameras because my GoPro gave up. I don't know, any of you guys use GoPro? I got the Hero 11, I believe it is. Let me see, what is this? Yes, GoPro Hero 11. And I have so much problems with overheating. So I had to switch out cameras and now we keep going. Let's see where we at. So here's the bike. I already changed everything over in the fuel tanks. So that means now we're going back in with the fuel tank just in reverse order. Means we have to connect back up the fuel line. So make sure you hear that click and push it in, click and secure it with that red security button. Then we have this plug. And I shall see we don't have this guy anymore. Oh yeah, correct. There's something in the instruction about this. Let me look at this real quick. So this is what comes with the tank. Let's open this up. Open up the baggie. Of course, we got a sticker. Need a sticker. We have some type of instructions. Let's take a look at this. I don't even care to open this because, come on, let's face it, who even reads the instructions? Okay, this is actually not bad. So if you don't watch this video and you get one of these, I mean, they come with instructions. That's not bad at all, but it also shows you what we need to do here with that fuel line. So the old tank, let me show you. The old tank had its vent right here, so that's where I disconnect the hose. The new tank went out here, out of the gas cap, so there is going to be a line going down there that's going to connect to that hose down here. So let's see what these guys say here. Alright, cut 5 centimeters from the tube B and join the two parts connected to valve C with the arrow pointing upwards. So let's open this here up. Okay, there's a valve. I think it's like a one-way valve. It just lets go fuel fumes one way but not the other. And they said cut around 5 centimeters. 5 centimeters, roughly 2 inches. So roughly here. And then put the arrow upwards. That means the arrow goes towards the tank. That means this side. Why do I have to cut this? Somebody explain me why. Okay, I understand. We need to remove one hose over there. That means the short one goes on the bottom. This is the arrow, it's pointing up. This is where the long one goes. And it comes. Okay. Make sure these are tight. And then we need to connect this to the bike before we roll it. And this little hose clamp here goes on the bottom. I think there's like not a valve or solenoid or something on the bike. We're gonna need to take a look at this right now. Let's take the tank off. Which I can't because I already connected everything, but that's fine. Okay, so this is the hose. This is the hose that went to the tank, and they say to take it off down here and connect that new hose that comes with this tank to here. So that's just what we do now. So we're just gonna take this guy off here. No, that was easy. And here's the new one. Remember, the short part goes down and the arrow points up according to the manual. This goes on here. Push it all the way on, and now you might need a set of pliers to move that. Okay, there we go. So this is going to be the new vent hose that we need to route upwards to the bike. So I'm going to here. Just going to look for a space where it won't bother nothing. Probably going to go right to here. Okay, that looks good so far. Then I'm gonna move this underneath here. There's like 2 hoses going there, and I'm gonna go underneath there because I don't know what they are and I don't want any interference with the tank. So now we come out over here. Okay, that looks fine. And now we're gonna go back on with the fuel tank. So here we got the tank. Pretty much right there. See if you can see that. This is the bracket that we changed, and the bracket needs to slide into these little rubber rollers or bushings, whatever you want to call it. So you gotta wiggle it just like this, and we're in. All right. Yeah, that's looking pretty monstrous so far. Let's go back here. Okay, so next step is we need to put our bracket back on here, right here. So we have those 2 10mm that go in here. Just snug them up by hand. There's no need to tie them down yet. And then we have these 4 5mm Allen bolts that go back in here. So we're going to bolt these down. So I'm not tying them up tight yet, I'm just driving them down, and once everything is in place, then we're gonna tie them up correctly. All right, so this is tight. This one is tight. This one is tight. And this one is tight. Okay, now we're gonna tie these 2 10mm up here. All right. And basically tank is installed. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to put fuel in it and fire up the bike shortly, just to make sure we have no fuel leaks, that everything is the way it's supposed to be, and then we finish reassembling. wiping off a little bit the mess I made. So next I'm gonna fire up the bike and just check for any leaks. I'm not gonna fire it up yet. What I'm going to do is I'm just gonna open up the switch and cycle the fuel pump just to make sure that when the fuel pump builds pressure that we have no leaks nowhere. Yep, that looks good. That means if I hit the button now, yeah, that works. Good deal. Alright guys, well that's basically it. The rest is now reverse order. Put the plastics back on, take for a test ride and just enjoy your bike. I hope this video helped you guys. So any questions that I can help you, just shoot me a message on or a comment, and I'm always happy to help if I can. Hopefully this video worked for you guys, and you know, if I can do this at home, so can you. Don't be afraid, get some tools, get some parts, you know, just work on your bike. It is very satisfying doing stuff like this yourself. It's really cool. Thanks for watching, and if you like this type of stuff, please consider subscribing and hit the like button. Thank you, and see you in the next one.